what things you actually need in a simulation answer. Okay? The first thing you're going to need to figure out is what probabilities are there. Do you have your little booklet from the other day? How many different probabilities are there? So let's say I want to simulate the probability of it raining the next bunch of days. Let's say the weather report says there is a 1 in 4 chance it's going to rain each of the next bunch of days. Each of the next 4 days. Okay? 1 in 4 chance that it's going to rain each of the next 4 days. I want to know what's the probability that it's going to rain 2 of those days. Okay? So, here's what I would need to do. I would need to find something to simulate the same probability. How could I match 1 in 4? What could I create that would have a 1 in 4 chance of happening all the time? I know you guys are good with 1 and 2. You'd flip a coin. For 1 in 6, you'd roll a dice. For 12, you'd flip a coin and roll a dice. What about 4? You can flip 2 coins. That's totally one thing you could do. You could have heads be one outcome, heads, tails be another outcome, tails, heads be the third outcome, and tails be the fourth outcome. You could totally do that. That would actually work. The other thing you can do is you can build a spinner. You know what I mean? 4 sides and they spin. Either way, the first task in building a simulation is find something that matches the probability. Good? Good. The second part of a simulation is make sure that you know you've defined what is a success and what is a failure, or what is the thing you're considering and what isn't. So let's say I decide I'm going to do the heads, tails, tails, or I'm going to do a spinner, but it doesn't make a difference. What's heads going to represent? Morning. Anybody? What are the 2 things we're considering? Anyone even remember what we're actually studying here?
No.
Rain. So heads, is it going to rain or is it not going to rain?
It will.
Rain, fine. So how many, if I have a 1 in 4 chance of raining, how many outcomes have to have rain in them? I have 4 outcomes. 1 in 4 have to have rain.
1.
Correct. How many have to not have rain?
3.
Good. No, no, and no. So now I know if I flip head, it's rain. Everything else is not rain. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So now I've found a probability task that matches my probability that I need to study. I've defined what they all are. That's step 2. Now step 3 is going to be deciding how many times I flip. Now, here's the key you must know. However many times I flip, I have to take my answers and put them in groups of 4. Because there are 4 days I'm studying, and I'm trying to find how many have 2 days of rain. So I'm going to say maybe I'd flip 40 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And there would be 10 of those. And then I'd flip. Let's say I got no, yes, and no. Does that day have 2 days of rain? It only has 1 day of rain, so it doesn't count. No rain either day. That doesn't count either. Yes, no. That one would count. And then I'll do yes, no. Does that have 2 days of rain? Yeah, but I want exactly 2 days of rain, not 2 or more. So if I'm doing exactly, that one doesn't count either. Let's do one more. Let's say I flipped them and it went no, yes. Does that count? It does. So how many? I only did 20 flips. Let's say that's what I decided. You should always decide way more. But I've decided on 20 flips. What is the probability, according to my simulation, so this would be number 4, would be counting and determining my probability. What is the probability that I will have exactly 2 days of rain based on my simulation? 2 out of 5. Correct. 2 of my simulation outcomes, this one, this one, and this one, were favorable. They had what I was studying, which was 2 days of rain. This one, and this one did not. So they did not have it. So I had 2 out of 5. Here's the real question. What are the odds, according to my simulation, that it will rain 2 out of those 4 days?
2 out of 7.
Remember, odds are formed number to number. Not out of, but to.
2 to 7.
I agree with 2. I agree with 2 because there's 2 favorable outcomes.
Wait, but didn't you like add them together? Do you have to count the...
What are the odds, according to my simulation, that it will rain 2 out of the next 4 days? 2 to 3.
How? 5.
Favorable, 1, 2. Unfavorable,
Oh.
1, 2, 3. 2 to 3 odds. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good. You're ready for your homework.